Okay guys, we have another subscription box that we're going to check out. It's the SpecOps Global. It is a veteran owned and operated company, and Tim Maciejewski is the owner. He got in touch with me and said, would you be willing to check out my SpecOps Global box? And of course, this is kind of a lot of fun, so we're going to check it out. And you're probably saying this box is huge. Well, it is. And there are 4 different tiers for the subscription boxes. This is the SpecOps Elite box, which is their top tier. Each tier has similar gear all through it, but the Elite box has the total package. And so I have just kind of opened the box, but I haven't really gone through it. So we're going to go through it together and check it out. Okay, there's a large box with SpecOps Global on it. And then we have a assault vest. Wow. This is pretty fascinating. One thing that SpecOps Global specializes in is bringing gear from around the world. Mil-spec gear, things that are being used by different militaries all over, plus U.S. products as well. And that's one of their fortes. Here we have a tactical assault vest with magazine pouches. This is actually from the UK. And it's a really solid system. I'm going to take a separate look at it in a minute, but after we unpack. But the tactical vest is what makes the Elite box separate. This is the one thing you're going to get in the Elite box that you're not going to get in the other tier boxes. Go ahead and open up the box. Now here we have 2 cards that are a description of each of the items in the box. And this is the Elite box for June. And this is all the different things, plus a small description on whatever is in this box to give you an explanation. One thing too is they also offer each of these items individually on their website. Very nice presentation. We're just going to go through each of the items. This is lifeboat matches, and these are excellent. I've used these in the past with the striker on top. Now this is made in Spain, military contract. It's the RUI lockback knife with sheath. Stainless steel blade with titanium coated. Has a strap cutter and a window breaker. That's a really cool little knife with the sheath. We're going to take closer looks at it in just a minute. Here we have an epic bar. This looks like it's interesting. This is wild boar with uncured bacon. This is a protein bar, and obviously that's different, but that's incredible. And this is made in the USA. We have caffeine mints, and these are wintergreen flavored from Vita Energy, Boost Energy, and Freshens Breath. And we have a Petzl. This is one of the headlamps, and guys, if you're, really headlamps are super important, especially if you're out in the outdoors, camping, hiking, hunting, or in tactical situations. And this is a Petzl, so it's a really nice 160 lumen light. These are made in France and used by French mountaineer forces. Here we have the Ready Man. This is an EDC self-defense tool. Oh yeah, really interesting. It's lightweight aluminum, and yet that can really come in handy for a lot of different things. And again, we'll check this out in just a minute. This is made in the USA. Here we have a Fire Dragon multi-fuel cooker. This is from the UK and used by in fact, this company has been making these for the British military for a long time. Now we have the gear straps, and these were originally developed in coordination with the 5th Special Forces Group at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. So that's a pretty cool system. We're going to take a look at that. And we have some fire tinder. Now the basic tier for JROTC, these are the items that you get. You get your UK cook stove, you get lifeboat matches, you get the caffeine mints, and then you get the RUI knife. And this runs $19. For the new recruit, you add the protein bar and the Ready Man EDC self-defense tool. And this is $49. And the seasoned non-com, you get all of these items, plus you get the Petzl headlamp and the gear straps, and that runs $99. And for the SpecOps Global Elite subscription box, you add in the UK tactical assault vest. We're going to test out the survival matches or lifeboat matches. I've got some water here. The wind's up pretty good, but as you can see, and then it comes right back. We're going to try that again. Put it in there, bring it back up, and it lights right back up. The wind is really blowing, so it's making this burn a little quicker than it typically does. These are great items. Now the BCB company has been in business for over 100 years, and this is their little cook stove. Open it up. There's a little wind shield that actually fits like so, and then bring it down. And that's going to help us with the wind blowing this direction. Now BCB does have over 200 NATO approved items, and these are used by the British military. I'm going to take a little bit of cotton and Vaseline that I have for fire tinder. One of the things that Tim mentioned was they don't include fuel cells because of shipping restrictions, but you can find those. Go ahead and use our lifeboat matches. The great thing is it has a small little place here to put a stand. You can put your pot or whatever, your canteen cover, right here, and to be able to cook whatever you need to. This is really great for camping, hiking, and all kind of different things that you might do. And with camping season in full swing, this is a great little stove to have. Very lightweight, made of aluminum. Pretty cool. Once it's cooled down, just remove your windshield. You can set it in here. You can even put your fuel tablets inside, and then just close it down. Compact, made of aluminum, very lightweight. And we have the caffeine mints. Those are pretty good. In about 15 minutes I'm going to be bouncing off the walls though. One thing about these caffeine mints is that it allows you to have alertness, and your reaction time's better, especially when dull moments or you're starting to get a little sleepy. The other thing is, instead of drinking a lot of coffee or caffeinated drinks, this keeps you from having to go to the bathroom every 2 minutes. You know, I was thinking about spitting this out, but I like it. It's good. Then we have the RUI knife from Spain. Pretty smooth operation. Liner lock. It has a lot of texturing and jimping all along to give you a good grip on this little knife. Easy to stow away and keep with your gear. It is stainless steel, RK18438. It is titanium coated, which gives it a really nice slick finish to it. The handles are aluminum. That blade's great for feathering. Look at that. It is sharp though. Oh yeah, belt and gun club. Firearm safety rules. I guess I messed that up when I shot my truck. Nice and razor sharp. Guys, this strap cutter, I can't really get it to do. It's not really, it looks sharp, but I'm not really getting it to cut. Even with webbing, no dice, I tried it quite a bit. But one thing is, you can always take and use the blade. But I think RUI needs to work on their strap cutter. Now this is the EDC self-defense tool by ReadyMan. This is a pretty versatile little EDC item. Here you can use it on your keychain, use it as a car wreck escape tool, and it's lightweight aluminum. But the real primary purpose is as a self-defense tool. And putting it in your fist, similar to this, you've got this for a forward punch, and then this for a hammer strike. So it's a non-lethal option, but it can get you out of some really dangerous situations. Obviously, if you're going to use something like this, you need to check local laws, things like that. It does have a lanyard hole right here, and this actually is also a bottle opener. This was designed by a Navy SEAL. The name's not given on the paper, but very thin, very lightweight. In fact, it weighs less than 0.7 ounces, so very easy to carry. Now we're going to do a taste test with the Epic bar. Of course, this is feral wild hog. It comes from Texas, and one of the things about Texas, they've been overrun by these wild hogs. So this is a great way to use that meat because they're tearing up crops and everything else. And so this ought to be interesting. You just have little tears. You can open it up. It smells pretty good. Wow, that's good. It's kind of like getting one of those smoked sausages. Now, from what I understand, there's cherry in here and habanero, but it's not really all that hot. It's just really good. Okay, I have to give this a thumbs up. There's a large assortment of gear straps. You have the small 3.5 inch, 7 inch, and then you have 10 inch. And then we have these Ranger bands like this. These are UV protective, and they are non-latex. They also have a kind of a smooth finish to them, and they're really quiet. Now the small ones actually have wrapped the larger items, and you can see right here how it works. It just wraps around, and then you use that little plastic end to lock it into place. So we have 5 of each. If you have like fire starter or something that can get loose but you need to get to quickly, you can bring your Ranger band. And now to pull this out, you've got to really put some tension on it, because this just puts tension on whatever and it gives it more security, but it can be pulled out. Any kind of cordage, but extension cords are always something. Pull through and you secure it like this. You can use smaller ones if you really want to get a tight fit. Taking a tarp with your grommet, just push the band through, and then whatever you attach it to, you can secure it to an anchor point. Holds up really well. Here you see how secure it is. It's going to hold it in place. Now, even if you're just wanting to attach a piece of gear just to kind of get it out of the way or to hold on to it, pull your gear strap through, find a place that you can zip it, and then pop it, and that is not going anywhere. And you can do that with all kind of different gear. Plus it's quiet, it makes no noise. Pop this. I mean, that's super quiet. No Velcro, no snaps. Now we're going to look at the Petzl Tactica. That's what it's called. These are used again by a lot of people, professionals all over the world. It adjusts. Right at the top you have your button, you just press, and this gives you light, and you can adjust it however. Then you can hit it again, goes to the next brightness, brightness. 160 lumen total. Now if you want to get to the secondary color, just hold and press. Now we have red, and that's great, especially for night vision. From the off position, if you double click, you can actually get kind of a strobe feature for rescue or to be able to identify. One click off, and then it is a memory setting, so if you leave it on red when you cut it off, after being on, it'll stay on red. Hold it down, it goes back to white. It's a pretty cool system. I think it'll actually go 100 hours in the lowest setting and 2 hours in the highest setting. The red is also 100 hours, so it gives you plenty of time to be able to do a lot of things, and it does run on 3 AAA batteries, and they were included. I'm a big proponent of headlamps, and it gives you hands-free and allows you to set that light however you want to in the direction that you're looking. So good stuff. Now the tactical vest again is from the UK, and it is the standard issue of the tactical vest they're using right now. It does, in fact, both in Iraq and in Afghanistan. This is the British Desert DPM camouflage pattern, and it's really a unique, cool looking pattern. There's a lot of cool features on here, a lot of pouches, and all these can be moved around because it is MOLLE compatible. This is a pretty large vest. It's really probably made to go over body armor and really carry a lot of gear with you. And so you can see how it fits. Real easy. They're just Fastex buckles here at the front, and that's just the way it attaches. There's no zippers. There are a number of magazine pouches on the front, and has kind of an unorthodox way to put that together, but Velcro strap right there. Then you can put in 3 of your 30 round magazines, or you can just leave it over the hook and loop or the Velcro to be able to get to it real quick. These are 3 USGI mags, and they fit in there, actually a little bit of room in there. But here I have the P-mags, and it will not quite reach to this extra locking, but it does hold very well with just the Velcro. Other different type mags are hold differently. I believe it was the hex mags that actually fit in there really well without any problems and then closed. But the cool thing is it has 6 of these 3 mag carriers. They actually have one attached back here in the back, right here. So you could actually, with this system, carry 18 30-round magazines. There are a number of smaller pouches up top. This is a long one, be perfect for a flashlight or a large multi-tool. And of course the little small hand grenade pouches. And even for first aid kits, IFAKs, things like that, you've got a number of different pouches. One thing that I really like are these little pockets. And inside here, there is one that has a place for pistol magazines. And it just has a little loop that hooks over. You can put 2 magazines in there. Right here, it just has an open pocket. Roomy. Nice big zippers with pull cords. The other side has the same thing, except this one does not have the pistol mag pouch. And the smaller one. A lot of compartments with this. All the pouches are attached with MOLLE webbing. And of course on the back there's a lot of real estate to do different things there. So very versatile, a pretty cool system. And of course the UK's been using these for over 10 years. So it's battle proven and you know, just a great kit. And one of the things I'll have to say about this package is there are no trinkets, there are no toys. This is really a solid system. All of these items can be used at any time in an EDC, grid down situation, bug out, or self-defense situation. So this to me is a really quality package. And I really love the idea of bringing in mil-spec equipment from around the world. There's a lot of stuff you just don't see, you don't know about. And so this is a really cool package that's fun, you know, you can get it in, and yet it's all usable gear. Now, while subscription boxes aren't for everyone, and a lot of guys, especially if you're on a limited budget and you really need to be specific, you know, but if you're really wanting to add some really unique, cool items, especially the global military spec stuff, which I think is really cool. You know, this is stuff you're not going to find everywhere. You know, in fact, they really search and scour to find different items. They get them from all over the world, from Germany, from Portugal, Serbia, Spain, France. I mean, there was Italy. There's a lot of different items that they're getting, and they'll continue to do. So for me, I think it's a really cool system, especially if you're on the prepping mind side and you're putting back gear and accessories and things, or you're building your bug out bags. This is really a great way to do it, and all of these items are very useful and well thought out. And if you want more information or check out some of their previous boxes, go to SpecOpsGlobal.com. There's also a video with Tim showing one of the previous boxes and talking about the company. Tim is also offering a discount to all the Suits viewers. So when you check out, just put SOOTCH in the coupon code and get 10% off. Now this is a great kit. There's a lot of cool quality items in there. The RUI knife, yeah, the strap cutter failed, and I'm not really too pleased about that, but with the knife and the glass breaker, it's still a great viable tool. And guys, if you want to see more subscription boxes opened and the contents and checking them out, let me know down in the comments, because I mean, these are a lot of fun, but I definitely want to bring things that are very viable to you guys. So the SpecOps Global subscription boxes, thumbs way up. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America, long live the Republic. All the pouches are attached with good Lord. But this is kind of the way this thing fits together. I feel like I'm going on a huge fishing trip. Now there's a large assortment of gear. There's a lot of, even if you want to just even if you want just to now we have in the box a lot of, this is pretty cool. Now we're going to do a taste test with the Epic. Well, the video's over, and I'm just having a little lunch. That gum, that's good.